Hey.
Let's have a look.
Mine is.
I pressed
Apparently
the
it
magic
says...
F5 for a refresh and it's not doing anything.
Oh, maybe it started now, actually. I think it's just started now. That's interesting. Hey, folks, on YouTube.
That's it. There you go. It's going now.
We actually are live now. I thought we was live already. Apologies for that.
Yeah, it's going now.
Thanks very much for that. I'd have probably left it like that the whole flight, because being in VR, you don't really know. But yeah, we're flying in Australia today. You're more than welcome to join us. Yeah, it's just a stunning place. Yep, absolutely. Just come and join us either in chat on YouTube, or if you want to come flying with us, all the links should be in the description below. And yeah, let's have some fun.
Well, I see you to my left, Steve, right off my left wing.
That means that'll be my right wing, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Let's have a look here.
Sounds like Smurf.
I see it.
If you're running live with, we've got a 21 knot tailwind with a 1 knot to the left, so 25 knots tailwind.
Yeah, it's about 20, 22, 23. Yeah, it's kind of like a bit gusty actually. I'm just going into a heavy shower right now. So
I think I see it.
Wow.
I was on your 6, Jose, now you disappeared on me.
I know, I saw you.
Yeah, I was coming.
Just let us know when you go on course.
Which way are you flying?
Cruising.
Oh, you're already en route. Oh.
So we're airborne? I'm still over the field?
Yeah, I'm airborne. I'm kind of cruising around 160 knots. Just let me know if that's too fast. I can slow down.
Well, it's too fast because I can't see you. I've lost you. It's weird. It is popping in and out. I'll see like 5 people and then 5 different people and then nobody.
What's your username? See if I can find you.
Me too. I only
Otherwise, we have to switch to on all servers.
I mean, where are you guys flying?
Steve, what's the flavour of choice for aircraft?
I would recommend, it depends what you've got, but a turboprop, perhaps maybe the Kodiak if you've got that. If not, TBM would be perfect.
Copy.
I think some people are flying the Skymaster, which is a little slower, but that's fine, we can compensate. No problems.
The Skymaster with the turbo mod.
Yeah, unless you've got the turbo Sparky's Fen mod, which...
Yeah, but it's still 150 or 160, not much more than that.
That's okay,
Yeah, it's true.
I can slow it down a bit, that's fine. It's not a massive flight planted anyway, so we've got time.
I just always want to fly the Hawk.
I know what you mean. Do you know, I nearly thought to myself, we could actually cover so much more of this country if we did all fly in Hawks. I did think about doing that, but maybe for the next one.
Aircraft.
It is gorgeous.
Does anybody have an idea why, if you apply full throttle and you can see the throttle advancing, but the airplane, the Kodiak doesn't move, what might be the reason?
Parking brake?
Yeah, handbrake?
Yeah, parking brake. I just had that. Turn your parking brake on
Where
and
did
off.
you fly, guys?
Hey Steve, big thumbs up
Can't
for
see anyone.
the world update. They haven't generally broken anything this time, which is good.
Isn't it amazing? It must be a world first for a world update.
Yeah.
Hey, where did you fly, guys?
So loud, guys.
We're on our way.
Yeah, best not say
Where?
Don't jinx it.
Where?
I see Jose.
Yes, where?
Where are you
I don't see
flying?
anybody.
Isn't the first heading like 320?
If you depart the runway, just depart straight out heading 330, and it's pretty much right on course.
Spot on.
Runway 33 heading 330.
Yeah, I see a flight of about 7 of us that are just about 8 miles off the runway now.
I just flew through a rainbow. I don't know if anybody else...
Yep, me too.
I am right going through the rainbow, right over the hills here.
Wow.
At, what is it? Climbing through almost 3,000.
Sparky's fan, I saw you. Can you see me, Unk Monkey, ahead of you?
Unk Monkey, I see you.
Yeah, I see you. Yes, I do.
Okay, so at least I see some of you. Don't see Steve.
Yeah.
I don't see a
Nope, I
lot
did.
either.
Yes,
I don't see
I
anybody
see
at
you.
the moment.
Unk Monkey, I'm at your 9 o'clock low.
Yep,
And
I see you down there.
I also see Deep S2 2003.
VR pilot, hello. Jose.
Hey.
Hi.
What's going on, Unk Monkey?
Good.
Guys,
What
I'm
server
too
you
close
on,
for
guys?
missile.
I only
North
see
European server.
Yeah, North
I
Europe.
only see 5 of you behind me.
DISCOUT.
I can see someone off my left wing. Nice.
And which
I think we should change server. It's just
See anybody? I don't know where you flew.
We could change servers if it's going to be a problem. We could definitely change servers. Maybe
We could
use
try
West
it.
server.
Yeah.
We could
Yeah,
try
we
it.
started at the same airport. Yeah, let's
We
restart
can change-
from the Western Europe.
We can change
West
in
Europe?
flight, right?
Yeah, you can do
yeah,
it.
we
You
should
can do it
do
in
it.
flight.
Start the flight again. You can change the flight.
Just
So
hit
we're
us.
going to the West European server then?
Yep.
Yeah, in
I would
flight.
check
I'll give it a go.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay, this is
we're
when,
West European server.
this is when everything crashes.
How do you change in flight?
Hit
Basically,
escape.
Just
Escape,
escape.
main menu and then on the right.
Right,
Okay,
let's try
West
this.
Europe.
Here we
Here
go.
West Europe by Captain.
Hit escape.
Okay.
Click on your name on the top right corner.
I'm alone in the air.
No, there's no one.
No,
We're all alone in the
No
air.
one here.
all alone.
It's a Bermuda
West Europe
Triangle.
server.
A lonely shark in the ocean.
All right. West Europe. I'm waiting. I don't see anybody yet.
Yeah, not yet.
I'm
I've
already
got
there.
Steve now and Sunoil Cal are back again and Tunzi. So, yeah.
Yep, I can see everyone now, I think.
Everyone's area. You guys popping in.
Hey, Kian. Hey, good to see you, Kian. If you're watching this, thank you very much for joining. How's Jack and Lisa? Say hello to them. That's my sister, by the way, if you're wondering. And Seagun, how do you control all the knobs and switches in VR? You can use your mouse, or you can use your touch controller. Really, it's quite intuitive.
Oh, that fixed it.
There you are, Lauren. Just
Everybody,
all popped in.
look
Ah,
behind
now
you.
the other names
That's
pop up,
better.
so this server is much better.
That's better.
Yay. Now we just have to remember to tell the people that join late.
Yeah,
Yes.
West US, yeah, West Europe.
Is it Yankee Sierra Hotel Lima?
Yep.
Yes, that's the one.
Hey, are you guys still around the airport or already moved on a bit?
I'm crashing.
We're moving,
I'm
we're
crashing.
moving.
I'm nearly at the first waypoint, but I say I can circle around. I think it is the dam, the first waypoint. I can't remember now, but nice reservoir nearby as well. So I'll just circle that area because I'm a little bit far ahead.
Yeah, a lot better. I see a lot of people now.
Oh, yeah,
now I see also plenty of dudes.
It's
Yeah,
on
this is
everyone.
much better.
Okay, I'm autopilot. I'm gonna put it in social media. We're on West Europe server then.
God, thank you.
So
Jose,
since
you
the
were,
first-
you were to my 9 o'clock and now you're just disappeared completely.
My game just crashed. CTD,
Oh,
I'll be back.
Oh,
I'll be
They
right back.
crashed.
Yeah,
we were in formation and then I was like, he's gone.
I know.
Hey guys, I just need a little bit of technical help. I'm first time flying the TPM and I have an
Okay.
inert SEP on warning. Does anyone know what this is?
Yeah, initial
What warning?
separator. If you look down to your yoke, slightly left to it, you'll see the initial separator button there. It just means that it's still on.
Okay, yeah, it's still on. I'm turning it off and it's gone. Thank you.
Yeah, it's basically a flap in the intake. If you're flying through cloud or any moisture buildup, you need that to be on. But make sure careful if you torque, because now that you've taken it off, or when you do take the inertial separator off, the torque will rise and you'll go into the red. So just be careful of that. It's kind of cool how Sabo
Okay.
modelled that.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Hey guys, what's the flight plan? Do you have a flight plan?
We do indeed.
Have fun.
Yes.
So as far as I realized, we took off to the 330 direction.
But I always lose you guys, so I don't know where you're heading.
It's posted in the community flights thing on the Discord server. It's a pinned message on the
Okay.
Discord server.
I need to relog and install it then. Okay.
Steve, what's your distance to the next waypoint?
Me, yeah, I'm 4 minutes away from the next waypoint, but I'm going to circle around a bit because I am a little bit ahead here. So I'll just wait for everybody else.
Okay. The station right now is on the West Europe server.
Yep, that's correct.
Yes.
Working great.
It's strange.
you,
We had
guys.
this problem last time as well, but at least it's working now.
Yeah.
So anything.
I put it on the social media, Facebook, Discord, so I hope they all see it.
Great.
I
Thanks, man.
updated YouTube. I told them in the comments.
Much appreciated.
Everyone remember your checklists? I've been flying flaps down the whole time.
Oh,
thank you.
I have. Thank you.
10, so
Took me
you know,
5
just,
minutes to raise my landing gear. Don't worry
that's
about
why
it.
my Cessna wasn't going that fast.
Oh, do you know what? I will confess, the other day I did a flight in the CRJ. I was thinking, why is this thing taking so long to get to cruise altitude? I was still at flaps. I think I was only flaps 8, but I was like, what a noob! Can't believe I did that.
Well, and I definitely wasn't going to catch you with my flaps on, but so I have a technical question too. The Kodiak I've flown very little, and I keep getting an alert warning, an alert bell, bing, bing, but I don't know what it's trying to tell me.
It's your front door. It's not the sim at all. Go answer the damn door.
Yes.
Do you see the alerts on the
I thought it
right?
was the K-trick trolley.
I do see the alerts. If I click on that, it'll list it.
Yeah. What do you see? Do you see anything yellow or red?
No, the warning's not going right now, but next time it does it, I'll click on that button below alerts. See what
It
it
shouldn't
says.
actually. You shouldn't even need to click on it. It should just
Oh.
pop up. Yeah, once
really?
you click on it, the alert sound goes away.
It could be
oh,
your
yeah.
NG. Your NG might be a little high.
Yeah,
on
and you
your-
can. And that I just need to back off the throttle.
Yes.
Or the
yes.
extra.
Feather the prop of it.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a
It's
fickle
usually only
beast.
height
The
or red.
Kodiak, fantastic. I mean, as GA aircraft go, wow. There's only this and one other that I think are top dogs at the moment, and that's got to be the Turbo Aero, in my opinion.
Yep.
Yep, it's one of the best planes.
Steve,
I
when
love
you
this
study
aircraft as well.
Oh, didn't get that one. Sorry, Mike. Would you say again?
Sorry, Steve. I say, when you're using the Varjo Aero, what microphone are you using? Using the tie clip or what?
Well, at the moment, I'm just using my headphones, actually. I need some new ones, to be fair, but just some very, very cheap and cheerful Turtle Beach headphones, but they can go right over it, no problems.
But they have a microphone built in, do they, Steve?
Say again?
They have a microphone built in.
Yes, the Turtle Beach, they're brilliant because it's got a little, like a microphone that kind of you can just kind of put in position and switch on. It's very easy.
Can you guys all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes.
Have you guys taken off yet? I'm running behind schedule.
Oh, yeah.
So I've loaded the flight plan, but I don't see any GPS markings on the aircraft. Is there a possibility
Sometimes it takes a while for it to populate.
Yeah.
Mine is not. I have my flight
populate.
plan loaded, but on the GPS in the airplane, it's not showing up.
Same
Okay,
thing with
so-
me too.
That's
Same
pretty
here.
common.
So which direction am I heading?
320 basically.
I do have a
320.
jet arrow on the compass though.
330.
Just follow the cluster of crazies in front
Yes,
of you.
just follow the name
yeah.
tags.
Except Sparky, don't follow him.
How far into the flight are you?
North Europe?
But don't
Rest
go
for
under the
sure.
bridges or you'll die.
You will die if you follow him.
You're getting quite a name for yourself, Sven. You
You
really
die in
are.
the sim, you die in real life.
Hilarious.
Is that Greek kamikaze?
Yeah,
You
I didn't
always
crash
fly
the new
upside
biplane
down.
yet, so
Folks, it's a
all
bit
honors
cloudy.
goes to Drew.
So,
Sven, are you satisfied with the Bücker one?
Yeah, the biplane, I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's cool.
But it's kind of bouncy on the runway, but it's, I read the manual, it's a bug of Asobo Microsoft.
Yeah, definitely. Landing with this thing, I always bounce all the runway along. It's really difficult to not bouncing with this plane. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to land the tail wheel first, but that's not easy.
What side are you guys on? Is it North Europe?
West. West. Europe.
West.
West Europe now.
Cheers.
Hey, Bears, we're looking way better about seeing everyone else.
Yeah, I'm just about to
Dark
fly over it now.
cloud.
I couldn't find it, Mike, because on live weather, it's really cloudy at the moment.
it is very dark. Yeah.
It's a clear sky, so you can see everything.
Yeah,
Just
I
scatter
might change it, but I'm
clouds.
going to keep it just for a bit longer, just in case it clears up. But that's
Actually, I missed that. Sorry, guys. Yeah, what time and weather conditions have you got? I've got live weather, but I've just set the time for midday, so...
Live weather
what
was
time of
nice.
day?
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm having 8:30 at the moment in the morning.
Yeah, I went for morning, 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Looks
went
okay.
8
Live
a.m.
weather, 8 a.m.
Loving the clouds, though.
Is somebody
It's about the same.
is somebody flying the Waco, the biplane YMF5? The
I
reason
wouldn't recommend it because it's way too slow for this group.
No, I don't either. It's just that apparently there's a bug with some of the Coronado planes that if you have that plane and someone's anywhere near you and you're in your cockpit, you hear their engine noise really loudly.
Nice.
And it just showed up. I now have an engine noise in my ear.
I've got someone else's engine noise in the helicopter. I'm in the H145.
I'm trying to figure out which plane could be doing it. I just learned about it because I was flying the biplane and somebody was complaining about a generator noise that suddenly showed up, and it turned out it was me.
Sometimes it's a traffic on the airport, the little forklift guys.
Yeah. So I'm wondering which plane it is that made it happen.
Those ramp rats.
Yeah.
It can't be the Kodiak because we've all been flying in those. It's something that just showed up.
I'm in the. I've got that noise, and it could be this.
I just hit a waypoint.
H145.
If anyone's having trouble keeping up, I just switched to live weather, and I realized why. They've got a pretty solid tailwind.
Yes.
That's why.
I can't see anything, but I got a tailwind.
First waypoint now.
I just jumped into VR.
Yeah,
and all the tags disappeared.
It just stopped. The noise just stopped.
I'm going to change to clearer skies, I think, just because.
Yeah, me too. It's too
cloudy.
Well, no. When you try flipping live off and back on again, because it's actually clear for me right now. Well, relatively clear with nice clouds on the horizon.
That's better. Nice. I can see again.
Steve, whilst we're talking clouds, have you got the Floyd's cloud add-on?
I have tried it, but I'm one of the ones that I just it's okay, but I don't really. I prefer just default clouds, to be honest, personally. But
to be honest, I was exactly the same as you, but it has grown on me more and more, actually,
really?
more and more. And I tend to use this preset 6 one, which is really good.
Okay, yeah, not unless they've updated it, but I did try it when it first came out, and I kind of thought, I'm not really.
No, he's done another little update, which is
there's
only one update for it. That's it.
I'll give it another go.
Is that the free one or the paid one?
You're speaking of flight
I can't see anyone here. Strange.
Where can I find a flight plan?
On the
Discord group.
Wow, look at these people.
Amazing. Loading.
Ex-Flyer 14. Very nice.
So there's nowhere to land at this first waypoint in order to allow people to catch up, right?
I think he's orbiting.
Depends on what you're flying.
No longer.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You can
always hit on this loop key. Just hit the Y key on your keyboard and the forward arrow on your number pad.
Is this first waypoint the waterfall? I just saw it. No, what is that? A dam?
No, it's a dam. Yeah, it's weird because it doesn't.
Beautiful.
You have to kind of fly over it a couple of times because it doesn't actually show straight away. It looks a bit weird, and then it kind of the model kicks in.
Yeah.
I see you, Sven.
Are you going to fly through the sisters, are you, Sven?
Of course he is.
I will. I'm deciding it will be upright or inverted.
I think a knife.
You don't let Sven near your sisters, I've been told that.
Well,
if anybody's just past the dam, you need to climb to 3,500 feet, by the way.
Yeah, I'm
What's
at
the heading, by the way?
about 4,000. Or am I actually? I'm probably not. Change my alternative.
After the dam, what's the heading?
From the airport?
290 for me.
290.
290 for me, yeah.
Yeah, after the dam, 290.
Are we hanging out here at this first waypoint longer or going on?
Just like circle and hang out.
Yeah, I was circling for a bit. I'm now going to the next one, which isn't too far away, actually, to be fair. When I get there, we'll hang over there for a bit.
Steve, this is the first time I've dropped into one of your sessions, so
thank you so much for joining. I've heard your voice before on the Sim Hangar community flights.
I was going to say, there's a few voices I'm recognising here today, but first time I've been in one of your ones. But I've always mentioned this, and I keep banging the drum about this. But I'm so pleased that they finally sorted out the server problem, because the planes disappearing and the lagginess of the multiplayer was just horrendous. But it's really nice now. It's running really well.
Kind of funny you should mention that, because we had to change servers because the
no, changing servers, that's fine. We all have to do that. But I mean, the actual sort of player being next to you and they disappear and that player stays on. you know, and they jump about, and it's just really settled down now, nice and smooth.
Yeah.
It does seem very
Question.
smooth now you mention it, actually. Yeah, very smooth.
Anybody have any idea why the tags would show up in the non-VR but disappear in VR?
Two different settings.
Turn the monitor on.
Different
Separate
settings.
setting.
I'm sorry, one at a time. Say again.
Two different
settings. In your sim settings.
Yeah, settings you can switch to non-VR VR, and it's both separate.
Okay.
No, this feature should be flying in VR.
Yeah,
I am
you have
in
to
VR,
switch
but I don't see the tags.
So
Yeah,
when
go back to
if
the
you're
settings.
if you're flying
Oh,
in VR,
nice.
what you should do is just hit escape, go to
There-
traffic, and then change your nameplates while you're
To
in VR.
on.
And
Yeah.
you'll see it. It'll pop up. So hit escape,
Yeah.
general options, traffic, and then it'll work.
There is a
Thank you, I'll try
Beechcraft
that.
Baron doing a
Thank
very
you.
nice formation next to me. Don't know who that is because the nameplate is not showing, but that's a very nice formation right there. Very cool.
Ah, now I can see you all.
Wow.
Crackerjack. Nice.
There you are. Hallelujah.
Crackerjack. Very
Yeah.
nice. Red arrows eat your heart
So
out.
how
That's-
far is
yeah.
it to the first waypoint from the initial takeoff?
I've no idea.
It's about 33 miles.
It's a short hop. It's like 20 some.
Yeah, so I can't even see it. I pulled up the VFR map and I loaded the flight plan, but I can't see where to go.
Yeah, same here.
If you guys turn on your name tags, you'll see the cluster of everyone.
Yeah.
We're northeast of.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Are we
look at that.
northeast of
You're
it?
northeast?
Oh wait,
Don't
no,
miss
the
the
other way.
waterfalls, guys. There's waterfalls to look at here.
That is amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's on the right side of the waterfall.
I'm
Waterfalls.
gonna make
I
another
see
pass in a minute and
anything.
get lower down. That is, yeah, wow.
I'm just gonna fly through those rocks. Sparky move.
I need to get this on camera. Hang on, where are you?
Yeah. Oops.
Oh, I see
I'm,
you. I can see you.
I'm on final of rocks.
Yeah, that's a good target to fly through.
I might just be able to.
We're almost at a waypoint called 3, if that helps.
Go on, Sven, you can do it.
No, I crashed into it.
I could see you went right through it, didn't you?
Yeah. I was going further and I didn't make it.
Oh wow, this is
It's the
amazing.
waterfall too.
Yeah, I see the waterfall.
So here's a shock for everybody. Sven's crashed.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh.
He never crashed.
I'm shocked
Not
it
a
didn't happen
speed
earlier.
You're up.
I'm trying to maintain VFR because I left live weather on. This is a challenge.
Oh really? Yeah, no, I gave in the end.
Yeah.
I'm just a few clouds now.
The live
No.
weather was nice.
Kind of fun, but I'm kind of scared.
I'm in the forest now.
Well, I found the G limit on the Kodiak.
That is
What do
absolutely
you-
beautiful.
Oh, I
You got-
see Olive
Yeah,
Axe.
Tarzan sound.
I can see you, Smurfy, right towards me, mate.
I tell you what, Sven, you did really well getting that screenshot whilst flying with the Skymaster, because obviously
That was obvious, yeah. But it was the rocks were like wet, that's why they're so shiny. And the next day I did it with the biplane. It was much more natural.
Yeah. Oh,
But
here
that was
comes the
inverted,
pilot.
so that was.
He's going for it. Nice.
No, he's gone round. He's gone round.
You missed the gaping hole though. Woo! Ah!
Have you
Ooh!
crashed again?
Can somebody? Can somebody escape me from the rock?
Okay, anyone with a H145, we need a rescue attempt, please.
Hey, quick question, guys.
Junzi's got the helicopter.
Oh yeah, he has.
Are
Have
there
you...
trees here beneath us?
Say again?
Are there trees here beneath us?
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, yeah, a lot.
One or two, just one or two.
I think
Yes.
I only see the picture. I don't see the trees modeled.
Oh wow, that's
There's
amazing.
loads of trees.
Interesting.
You're not still on Flight Simulator X, are you?
This is worse.
The
It's
Deluxe
X-Plane. I'm on
edition.
X-Plane.
2.0.
Ah, you didn't do the sim update. Ah.
Are you sure you have your photogrammetry turned on, your data turned on?
Yeah, it should be. I'm gonna hit escape and check. So I see this cool rock
Maybe it's a
formation at the
Pimax
end
thing.
There you go.
No. So
You
actually,
missed my
my
settings.
Not a waterfall, yeah, that's
my
a cliff, I
Australian
think.
scenery has been a little buggy from the beginning. I've had a couple weird issues with it. Like I have no buildings up here. So
Yeah, there's definitely no buildings, just lots and lots of trees.
Yeah.
No, on the top, there's like the map. It shows some buildings up here. Is that a thing?
Oh.
No?
Yeah, on the flat part, there's loads of buildings.
I'm about to do an Italian drop off the side of the cliff.
Where I see
Oh, nice, Jeansy. Yeah, I can see you doing that in the distance. There.
Wow.
I bet that's great fun in VR, doing that.
Only just about
It
landed
makes me
it.
laugh when you turn the photogrammetry off, actually. This game is FSX underneath all of this, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not that great.
More like X-Plane.
Yeah.
I'm leaving the nice canyon.
Is
I feel
anybody,
sorry for X-Plane, actually. We've kind of left them in the
I'm going to
dirt.
say, is anyone interested in X-Plane 12, or are most people going to just...
I am.
No,
Serious
not at all,
pilot
Steve.
is.
I think
No.
this is the way forward now, to be honest.
Is it very interesting to hear people's views on it? Because I think it's quite a... People are either strong one way or the other with this one.
I mean, helicopters in X-planes are really unmatched. I really like the helicopter.
Yeah,
physics.
that
You done
makes sense.
buzzing around this turd? Time to move on. What?
I do feel sorry for X-Plane. I do feel sorry for X-Plane. That the team. I mean, they're just outnumbered. They're outnumbered against Microsoft.
Competition, please. Business. Come on.
Yeah, I just think. Well,
I
Microsoft
gotta say that the head of it seems to be holding the sim back. He wants it his way or no way. When you listen to him, when they do the updates, he does everything and no one else does anything else.
It's a one-man show.
But you know, I saw that before, and I think part of the reason is his audience. I don't think people realize the sim community happens to be second to the paying companies that are helping fund his really detailed sim that allows him to formulate the aerodynamics. I mean, at one point there was a glitch in VR that the clouds were glitching for a year or two. Mind you, he added the exhaust thrust for the TBM. So the exhaust thrust was like formulated into the sim, but clouds were glitching and other basic things were just overlooked. So I think it's just a matter of who his audience is, and it's not the simmers. The simmers are just second.
Hey, Steve, do you realize that you have your landing gear out, or is it purpose?
Oh God, don't say that to me. That'd be really embarrassing. No, it's definitely fixed in the Kodiak.
Steve, gear up.
It's classic. Embarrassing then. Worried about your undercarriage being down, Steve.
Yeah, that would be really bad on the internet, wouldn't it? That would be terrible. I see there, David in his Skymaster. Very nice.
You think that Microsoft's going to put in a bid to buy Laminar?
Oh.
No.
To kill them?
No, I couldn't see that.
Yeah, to take them out of business, maybe? I mean, I don't know. Would they want to do that?
We really need both sims. We need them both.
I gotta say, I'd rather see X-Plane carry on, but it's just what they're gonna do. How they're gonna compete. I can't see how they can. What level they're gonna compete at.
Yeah.
How can it compete with the Azure Cloud? How can it compete with that?
Steve, when was the last time you played X-Plane? Hand on heart.
I think it was about 4 days ago, actually. I don't honestly. I use X-Plane quite a bit, but I just don't show it on the channel because no one cares anymore about X-Plane 11, which is quite funny. But I do enjoy flying certain planes, like the Hot Start TBM 900, which I think is the best general aviation aircraft ever. It's just unbelievable, but it's very expensive, but it's absolutely worth every penny. And that new one as well. That's I haven't tried that one yet. The Hot Start.
It's the Challenger.
Yeah, the Challenger.
Amazing.
I mean, my God, that just looks absolutely incredible. But if I bought that, that'd be it. You wouldn't see me for about a year because I'd just be too busy flying that around. So, I do use X-Plane quite a bit, but I mean, I totally understand from a general aviation point of view, a VFR point of view. This is absolutely streets ahead. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
what keeps me coming back to this sim, Steve, is I can go anywhere in the world and look at where I want to go.
Yes.
You know, and if I do that in X-Plane, I know it's just generic automated graphics, and that's no good.
That's
the deal breaker. That's the deal breaker, you know.
Auto 4XP. You can do some photographic pictures and
how many
put it with elevation data, and now
How many hours have you spent on Ortho 4XP? I have spent
1 year.
Yes.
1 year.
1 year of your life.
About 10 years of my life, probably.
Yeah, really. Gigabytes, terabytes of SSDs and HDDs space.
Oh, I do not miss that. I tell you that. I do not miss that.
Yeah. Really?
Anybody on the channel using the Google Map enhancement thing from?
I tried that on my laptop and it broke the sim, so I've been too scared to do it on my main computer.
I'm running the latest version, and it's as smooth as glass, and it's never crashed my sim.
What about the watermarks on the photos?
Google really worth it?
Google watermarks
in some parts.
2022.
In some parts of the world, it is far better. Some parts, not so much.
Yeah, that's true.
From a stability standpoint, I mean, I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on it. A lot of people complain, and
that's why I don't touch it.
Carmen
Hey guys, what
DJ, just saying hello to you guys on YouTube. Just having a look at your messages through the Varjo Aero, through the base software. Pretty cool. And just saying thank you very much for joining in, whether you're just in chat or if you're flying with us, you're more than welcome.
Steve, I think you should lend me your Varjo Aero until mine comes.
All right then, what's your address?
I'll give you. I'll PM it. Yeah.
Okay, no problems. I'll send it tomorrow.
I'll come and pick it up. Don't worry, mate. You don't have to send it.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you.
Hey, Steve, can you just make a list we all can sign up?
Do you know, in
like
some
the
ways,
library.
I would love to, hire out a hall somewhere, and then like have a few aeros, and then just hold loads of different headsets, and just invite everybody, and just fill your boots and just see what they're like. Because one thing about VR, it's so personal that I just wish you guys could try these headsets out first before parting with your hard-earned cash.
Yeah.
Because it's not. It's like
It should
wearing
be like a
glasses, isn't
dealership when you go test a car. Eh? You go test the car also
course.
before you buy it. Eh?
Of course. I just wish there was some way of
doing right.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Steve, I'm actually playing on the flat tonight because I've been doing so much VR today. I just needed a break.
Yes.
I actually have the.
Sorry, I was ahead of you there. I know that you use the Quest 2, don't you?
I'm a Quest 2. Yeah, I'm a Quest 2 headset, and I love the headset. It's the working man's headset, but it's great.
Yeah, it's great.
It is a great headset. It absolutely is. I think the only thing is, with that headset, is that if you're just using it for flight simming, it's actually harder on performance than the G2. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
But if you get it dialed in properly, it is an amazing headset, without a doubt.
It will do me. It'll do me for a couple of years, probably for now. I think until something good and better and cheaper comes along.
Yes.
Steve, the weird part is that the the release of the flight sim, the next generation of VR, the explosion in interest all happened with the pandemic. It just coincided with the pandemic. If that hadn't happened, you would go to your local electronics store, whatever it is. Around here it'd be Best Buy in the US, and they would have all the headsets, and they would have it set up with a sim, and you could try them. But because of the pandemic, because of supply issues caused by it, they can't even build enough to ship to people, let alone have stock in the stores, right? Yeah. But otherwise, you could go try them.
Yeah, that's a very good
Steve,
point.
you should just take take your headsets on tour.
There you go.
That's not a bad idea.
On your motorcycle. Yeah, get on your bike.
Yes.
Bring all your headsets.
I'm catching my shadow on other planes again. I could try to freak one out here.
Nice. That's cool.
You're really bored, aren't you, Sven?
I didn't even know it would do that. That's so neat.
Yeah. I don't know who's in the yellow Kodiak, but he's...
So, a question for you guys.
Just to quickly say, if you guys want to just, should we do a touch and go, or sort of maybe even a full stop at Yankee Bravo Tango Hotel?
Sure.
And that way, that way people can catch up a little bit. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I can crash anywhere. Don't worry.
Nice.
Do an air show for us.
Still a little far up.
Sparky can crash anywhere.
From the city to the north of you guys, what is that? Is that Sydney?
We'll be finishing. Yeah, we'll be finishing off in Sydney. Actually, we're going to go right overhead, and that'll be a spectacular way to finish.
It's like a U-turn to the right, and then we go back, and then it's Sydney there. Before we actually
what's the city we're over right now?
Looking over the city.
It's just nature.
I'm gonna say we're in the outback at the moment.
We're not over
I think it's Skippy land.
Yeah.
I must be with the wrong group of people because where I'm at it looks like
He thinks he's talking with us.
That is weird.
There is actually a big group of people over by Sydney. I accidentally slewed over to them before I found you after I crashed. So if you're over by a large city, then you are in fact with the wrong group.
Hey, let's go catch him and have a rumble.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, there's a ton of people here.
Let's all change to Spitfires.
Yankee, Sierra, Sierra, Yankee.
Yeah, that's Sydney. Yeah.
That's Sydney.
Yeah, there may be a lot of. There may be a lot of.
18.
I'm sorry, what's the airport identifier?
For which city?
Where you
The
guys
one we're
are?
going?
Where we're landing is going to be
nearest is-
Uniform Bravo Tango Hotel.
That's the one.
Yankee
Yeah.
Bravo Hotel Tango?
No,
Other way around,
Uniform
Tango
Bravo
Hotel.
Bravo
Tango
Alpha.
Hotel.
And then you know, from Unima or United. Batu.
Steve, I'm watching this from my game crash again. I'm loading again, and I'm watching everybody on the map on the world, and it's amazing. I'm recording this so you can see it later. It's so cool.
Fantastic.
There's many people.
Sorry, it crashed again, Jose. That's a bummer.
I know. I've crashed 3 times. I just emptied my community folder, and I'm starting at the new airport up ahead, Yankee Bravo Tango Hotel, with nothing in my community airport.
You don't
What
think
plane
it's
are you
anything
flying?
Pimax related, do you? Whether you could just switch the G2,
Yeah.
it might be a little bit more reliable.
Stable.
Yeah, stable's the right word.
I don't think it's the Pimax.
Yeah,
but
it's that awful
I might switch.
Pimax. That's the problem.
So I just realized, Steve, we're heading to Bathurst. So
Yes, we are.
I was just flying around, no plan the other night in Australia, and I saw, Bathurst. I have to go there and see Mount Panorama, the racetrack.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I flew
It's
over
pretty
there.
boring looking.
I flew over there and I was like, now how am I going to know if I find Mount Panorama? And then it turns out that the mountain has big white letters on the side, Mount Panorama.
Oh, does it really? I didn't realise that's where you are. That's good to know.
But if you are into racing sims at all, and you've driven at the Mount Panorama track, even though it's not enhanced in the flight sim, it is cool, really cool to see it from the air. So I just wanted to mention that since we're
Yeah,
heading
I
there.
had to include that in the points of interest because that's just such a cool location. But yeah, I do a bit of race simming actually. I might even show that on the channel at some point. The Aero, by the way, in a race sim. Oh my god, it's amazing. And the Pimax actually, they're both very good at sort of race sims.
You have to list which kind of sim games are you using.
Yeah.
So Bathurst Airfield's just over to our right, guys.
Yeah, roger that.
Ballista 2 is quite awesome.
I'm just.
I bought it, but I didn't install it yet.
The point of interest is just north. No, it isn't. West of the airfield. So that's the racetrack.
What's the airfield identifier again? Yankee what?
Yankee
Bravo
Tango Hotel.
Yankee. Keep talking over each other.
Yankee Bravo Tango Hotel.
Yankee Bravo Tango Hotel.
Yeah.
All right.
Steve, have you listened to the audio in the latest Otter? What do you think?
Say again, Mike?
The Otter, the twin Otter. Have you listened to the audio? What do you think of the audio in the Otter since they've done the update?
It's crap.
Yes,
It's absolutely
Yeah,
crap.
Absolutely correct.
I found a solution.
Straight to the point.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You can use a different sound set from
me too.
TSS on cmarket.com.
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
you have to change
I use
some
that too.
settings.
Is that the raceway right there? There's an oval track of
Yeah,
some
there
sort here.
was a very happy with my my video on that one, but to be honest, someone had to say something about those
Well,
sounds.
no,
Like,
I
literally.
totally appreciate that.
Oh, I see it on the mountain, Mount Panorama.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
it is.
There's an oval track down in the flatlands, and then the Mount Panorama track actually goes up over the hill. It is such a tremendous track to drive in a racing sim. It is scary.
Like Formula One type race.
No, it's more endurance or sports car racing.
Yeah.
It can be better than
virtual
Stock
reality,
in
it's-
Belgium.
It's incredible in VR, coming up over the top.
I see the track.
landing in
Yeah.
Bathurst?
Oh no, it's a windy track right over the top of the hill there.
Yeah.
Have I just landed at the wrong airfield?
Yeah, I see a lot of people go to the right, but there's nothing
we're
there.
just
Oh,
in the,
somebody said turn to the right.
We got a future Foxtrot final. Oh,
I am over the racetrack right now. If you see Sparky's fan name tag, I'm there.
I'm just turning around
That's
now.
me and you're fighting. You won't leave me behind this time.
I'm gonna go
on you guys.
fly around the paddock.
We got a couple people in the pattern over here.
Oh,
I
guys,
just took
seriously,
off.
we should do this every
I'm
day.
heading toward
It's so
you.
fun. So much fun.
It's amazing.
Every day.
Sorry, someone just
life,
say
why not?
pattern. We're flying a pattern, are we? Or just a chaos?
Chaos
A
pattern.
chaos
Yeah.
pattern.
You got it.
Chaos
Short
theory.
final. We got Bears.
Ah,
Bears
yeah,
are
it
going
shows on the
in.
mountain. It
Bears?
shows on the
Landing at all.
mountain.
Really?
We are landing?
Yeah. On the left or on the racetrack, you see a Mount Panorama.
Uh-huh. We're not landing there.
Unbelievable, Andy.
Yeah, I saw that right now. Awesome.
So,
What
Steve,
runway is this?
what's your
Runway
go-to
25.
racing sim?
Well, I'm not the best person
iRacing.
to, because I like Assessor Corsa and then the other one, Project Cars 2, is it, or 3? Can't remember which one it was.
Yeah.
But that's all I
Yeah.
use at the moment. But I must admit, I'm really getting into it recently. It is very.
Yeah.
It's just, I just wish I was, decent at it. I'm just rubbish. But I
Oh,
have a lot of
it's
fun.
so. Of course, is a good choice if you like to just roam around. There's a lot of free roam mod tracks. Like you can go drive around the canyons in LA.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, that sounds so cool.
A lot of fun in VR.
Yeah.
But it's
If you haven't
expensive
done it,
because you have to buy the wheel and everything, huh?
Yeah,
I mean,
no more
expensive?
expensive than Flight Sim.
Yeah,
It's the same
Yeah.
price as Flight Sim
I
stuff.
wish I could use my yoke to raise the car.
you
which
can.
doesn't work.
And so
Yeah.
you have to set the sensitivity for the yoke to only spin 180 degrees or less.
Ah,
And-
that,
and
I
instead of
smell a
paper.
new setup video coming.
Yeah, because if not,
using my racing pedals for the flight sim. It's working perfectly.
Ah,
But you don't get force feedback then.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's
Have you
like
guys
awesome.
passed the racetrack already, or still there?
yeah, we're past it.
Past
Yeah,
it.
we're just doing a full stop.
I'm trying
full
to
stop.
catch up to you guys.
I'm watching everyone land here. Oh,
What's the landing speed on this thing?
Yeah, hey, say,
I
can you
can laugh.
direct us all in, please?
all right, here we go. Cirrus Pilot, runway 35, clear to land, wind calm.
Thank
Tiger
you.
Mouth, go around traffic on the runway. Crazy Killer, turn up and in 030 immediately. Traffic short line, level clock 2 miles, opposite direction.
We've got our own
we
air
got
traffic
our own,
controller
yeah.
in today, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get us all organized. Get us all organized.
VR Flight Sim guy.
You could do it Oshkosh style.
Yeah, it is Oshkosh.
Sparky's
It is
van
such
around.
cost, yeah.
I'm just gonna turn off my
Sparky's
transponder
fan.
because I don't want this.
Where's the apron?
Aircraft over panorama, rock your wings, good rock.
There you go. David T, go to the green.
Kodiaks don't need to land on the runway, land on the
Hello,
grass.
sim. You're a little bit fast.
Repeat, say again. Land on the grass.
I've just rear-ended
And
the
on the
TBM.
The need for speed.
It's crazy.
Flaps
Absolutely
off.
crazy.
Oh, we got Court
Someone
Stag.
say go around. I didn't quite catch that. Whatever.
What could
I have a
possibly
number
go
for you.
wrong?
Team ship formation.
How you say? I just watched the latest Steve-O video, and I was expecting to hear you on the radio, but I didn't this time.
Oh, yeah. You know, I've invited him. I've invited him to come to Miami Tower.
I know. Honestly, that would make a great video. If
It
he
would.
hasn't responded, then that's his loss, because that would be amazing. That would be such a great video. Not unless he just hasn't seen it, because he must get thousands and thousands of messages a day.
Yeah. So they have me now helping them with an Instagram page for Miami Tower. And so we're trying to get permission to shoot behind the scenes, and that'll be really cool
That'd be
because
great.
that'll allow for opportunities like that to really happen.
Yeah, guys, if any of you have not subscribed to the VR Pilot yet, please do. Absolutely awesome channel, and you'll have a Pimax review on the channel any time now, won't you, as well? So
Yeah. This might be some more B-roll footage for it, really, at this point.
Brilliant.
I wonder if I'm on a different. Are there different servers? Because
Yes.
I chased everybody, and all of a sudden I'm back over Sydney.
West
Oh,
Europe.
you went to a different group of people hanging out.
There's like 50, 60 people over here.
Yeah, you're right. So if you go to what's this airport, Steve?
This
Bathurst.
Yeah.
Yankee Bravo Tango Hotel.
That's correct. Yeah.
That's where I was, and I didn't see anybody there.
So then
Yeah, you'll be on West Europe.
The server. The server.
West Europe, yeah.
We switched to West Europe.
West Europe
Yes.
server. How do I change servers?
Hit escape, go up to your name on the main screen,
Okay.
and click on your name, and it should bring a drop down, and at the bottom of that drop down is the server you're on.
Okay, so click on my name.
Cool.
server. Okay, I'm on USA East. And you said West Europe?
Yep.
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 All right. Cool.
where we're
Now I'm
hanging.
on that server.
And then when
All
you go
right.
to when you go to Yankee Bravo Tango Hotel, you will see everybody hanging out here at Bathurst.
Yep.
Oh, wow,
Alright.
that's amazing.
I'm
gonna get a
loading
beer.
up now.
Oh, there's a P-38. Who's flying the P-38?
Yeah, I flew over it also.
It's right here next to me.
We should have a
nice.
race.
Oh, I love it. I might switch.
Hey,
Steve,
Centurion.
that first
Good to see you, my friend.
Steve, that first airport we flew out from, I saw the was that one of the kind of like good ones that they did?
Yes, that's one of the custom.
'Cause I saw the
jobs.
I saw the
Now I
Qantas
see you
there.
guys. Sweet.
Yeah, there's a
I really need a
Catalina there as well, and a few other static aircraft. It's actually very well modelled for a for a,
Yeah,
for a
there's
sort
a
of,
Neptune down left as well, yeah.
yeah.
Call me when they get
Yeah,
there.
they're quite good.
So let me know what they have.
Don't forget to open your window for the good sounds.
I'm going in to go deposit your check. Did you get paid yet? So, you have enough money in there?
That does sound
Wow, what a
incredible.
crowd.
Look at all these.
Maybe I should also shoot.
Oh, this is crazy.
That's quite a sound, isn't it? All those turbo props, just the turbo engine. Oh, it sounds incredible.
Yes.
It's something else.
That is
So
something.
I don't have the P-38, so it's showing up as a 737 or A320, which is hilarious.
Yeah, Willy VT.
Oh yes, yes, same here.
We got A320s.
It's not that big. It's not that big.
Guys, can I fly with you?
Is there someone in an otter as well? I think there's an otter there. Oh, there was a minute ago. It's gone now.
I see 2 Sky Masters, so 3 in total.
I think you were right, Steve, to mention about the Otter, because I think it's bad. You spend a lot of money, which wasn't cheap, was it? I don't think. It's, they need to know.
Yeah, it's the problem I have with that.
It's just an expectation.
Yeah, it's because really all that is a port. That's all it is. So it should be priced as a port. You know, if it was say half that price, then maybe I wouldn't be so peed off about it. But I just think it's not very fair to be producing an add-on which is the same price as the Kodiak, and yet the quality level is a completely different generation. Yeah.
Their attitude on the forums was really substandard, and that really niggled me. But whatever.
I did see that.
I don't know if these longtime developers understand that there are a lot of us that this sim is really our first really serious time that we're spending money on the sim. And so I don't know Aerosoft, I don't know Flying Iron, I don't know any of them until they release a plane. And then I learn. And so Flying Iron comes out with something, I'm going to buy it, right?
Me too, immediately.
You know, a bunch of them, if they come out with something, I'm going to buy it. But like Aeroplane Heaven, no.
No, it sounds
I've got a
terrible.
bad-
I have all those planes, but the sound is just awful.
They would have to do a miracle to convince me to buy something from them now because of my experience with them.
I'm on their naughty list as well now, after what I said about their Spitfire. But yeah,
Is
it's
everyone taking off again?
Steve, I think you probably gauged how excited I was about the Hawk coming out prior to its release with you. And obviously now I'm banging the drum about the Concorde, and I can't wait for that one. So hopefully, you know, like I said the other day, you'll do
I
something like
wanted
that.
to switch to the Kodiak, my sim crashed.
Oh, Sven.
Oh no.
Yeah, the Concorde looks very cool actually. I'm not sure if I'll be able to share it on the channel. I've kind of said no to that one only because I've got some very exciting things happening at the moment. I just don't have the time, unfortunately. So, but I'm sure there'll be plenty of YouTubers out there like Mark from SimHanger, and there's so many that are going to show that off. And to have a Concorde in this sim, wow. We could be able to recreate the London to New York 3-hour flight. That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Chase the sun.
Yeah, we could do that as a group flight. Imagine that. That'd be chaotic.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
Steve, you taking off now?
Yeah, I'm ready when
Actually,
you guys are. No problem.
I will join mid-air. You will see me appear.
I've always been in love. I've always been in love with the Concorde. I was at Heathrow as a kid, and I saw it take off, and it lit up its afterburners, and my chest was just shaking, and it was crackling. You know, it was just amazing.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
They wouldn't let them do it here in the States. They couldn't kick the afterburners in until they were off the coast.
Are we rolling?
Drowns out the gunshot.
Yeah, I used to live on the flight path. I always walked the dogs. You always knew what time it was because you'd hear the Concorde go over at 7 o'clock in evening and about 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's the same.
Oh,
Yeah,
honestly,
New York, they only allowed it to use one runway, didn't they? The one that went towards Rockaway to keep the noise away from population.
That's right.
I'm so jealous of anyone who's seen that fly for real. That's one aircraft I've never seen fly. And yeah,
I used to be, I mean, I was born
on
before you, but I used to be spotted in Heathrow in the late 70s and 80s. It was classed as common by us then, because it was just always there.
wow.
Yeah.
Back from
Such a
Bahrain.
majestic aircraft.
Yeah, my father flew on it once from New York to Belgium, though.
Wow.
To Europe, I mean. It was his dream. He was always business tripping all over the planet. It's like, I want to have that at least once.
Jose, you're not doing a very good job of getting us organized on this takeoff. We're kind of a...
You know what? I lost everyone.
Shambles. There's no rules here.
There's no rules. Everyone,
Takeoff, guys.
clear for takeoff.
All directions.
I think Steve should go to Oshkosh this July and manage traffic.
Oh, just imagine it.
You know, I've actually been considering trying to go to Sun and Fun, and they've asked me. So I think next year, I think it's too late for me to apply, but I could probably get in as a rookie controller to Sun and Fun, and then maybe eventually Oshkosh.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Oh, we've just lost a load of people.
Yeah, everybody just disappeared on my screen.
Oh.
Everyone disappeared, and then they came back.
I'm loading the sim again.
Yeah.
I crashed.
I'll come back. Jose, I'm a full-time controller. Like, what do you mean a rookie controller?
So they will invite controllers that have never done it before to go and check it out. So obviously it takes a lot of skill and experience to do that. So if people from my facility, I believe, will vouch for me to go, and everything else is in order as far as me being certified, I'll get to go as like a rookie controller, as like a brand new guy. So there's an incentive to get people to want to go to do it, because you know, you're volunteering your time, and it's, you know, a little stressful, but it's obviously a lot of fun. So yeah, I just gotta really apply at this point. I just haven't done it yet.
Do it.
Like, you can tell all the planes, like, just hit the pulse, I'm gonna get coffee.
You've adjusted a rest on the airport.
I
Sorry,
couldn't think
who
of
is the air
anything
traffic
worse.
controller here?
It stressed me out. It was.
Sorry, who is the air traffic controller here? I've got a question for him.
Oh, the VR pilot, myself. Go ahead, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm always curious with the air traffic controllers. How long do you have to work for? Is it true half an hour and then you get a break, and then another half an hour and you get a break? And how does it?
So for us over here in the United States, I work at Miami Tower and Tracon, so I get to work both Miami International Airport, and then the radar room. We also get to work all the radar within a 30-mile radius. So essentially, we don't work more than 2 hours on position. And yes, sometimes it is 30 minutes if the staffing is really good. But right now, I've been working 6-day work weeks for, I think, 5 months, because staffing is not really good. So, yeah, so if you get lucky, it's like, you know, staffing is really super good and you get a 30-minute spin with a 30-minute break. Normally, it's more like an hour on, 30 minutes off, an hour and a half on, 30 minutes off. The whole point is, when you're doing the work, when you're working either in the tower on radar, it just brings you back fresh. So like your head is in the game, and then you're going to be working the arrivals into Miami or the departures out of Fort Lauderdale, or you're working the busy session in the tower, and then you take a break. Sometimes like people, I've seen it. People's like, yo, supervisor, I need to go right now. Like, this is just too much. They've been grinding there for like an hour and change, and they'll bring somebody fresh in, because I mean, it is just a bunch of, you're controlling everything. And when you think about it, you know, our job is to keep the plane separated, get everyone from point A to point B as safe and as fast as possible. And inherently, you know, there's stress, there's some risk involved, and you're just trying to mitigate that. So, so sometimes, you know, the answer is yes. Sometimes it's like that, and then sometimes you just can't get paid enough to do it, and it sucks. So.
Yeah. Okay. But I suppose, like, you know, an air traffic controller in a quiet airfield somewhere could do 9 to 5, yeah?
Right, yeah. So we work 40 hours a week, and then anything above that is going to be overtime. And smaller airports might be under contract. I think in Canada, it's privatized. In the U.S., it's the large airports are under federal control. I'm not sure how it is in Europe, but yeah, you would work, you know, small airports will be normally like 12 hours. So normally 7 to 7 is what they run. Right. And they'll have like, 2 different shifts for that. But larger airports run 24 hours a day, or some airports just run up until like 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. and then the tower closes, and then you have a Unicom frequency. So if you want to land, you just, cancel your radar flight following with approach, and you essentially land VFR.
And here in the Northeast, we also have non-federally controlled towers like Nashua, New Hampshire, where they, on contract, come in and do it.
Correct.
Who's in the Northeast?
This is Cirrus Pilot. I'm based in Bedford.
Oh, dude, I just left Massachusetts. I live in North Carolina now.
Wonderful. Well, I love North Carolina. It's a beautiful state. But my wife is from Massachusetts, and I can't get her to leave.
I've been here. Yeah, I was born and raised.
Where?
Yeah, my wife
down in
is
August.
born and
No, where are
raised
you from
here
in Mass?
Indianapolis.
Belmont.
Aha.
Newton.
So I'm actually in Framingham.
Yep, cool.
Anyway, thank you for answering my tower ATC question, because I was always curious.
You're welcome, for
He's
sure.
certainly the man
No,
for
that
the
was-
job. That's for sure.
That was really good, Jose. You should be like the special guest on more group flights so you can teach people about that kind of
It's
stuff.
quite funny though. I did mention to Jose,
Oh.
do you want to be the special
Last
guest one day? And he kind of is today, really. So
Yeah, and I'll be honest, Steve always does try to give me advance notice, but really, I only have 1 day off a week, and it's this balance of trying to somehow create YouTube content with my wife and boys, and sometimes like I get out of work and I want to fly, but I just had a crappy day at work, and I'm like, I don't want to be in a plane again, but I do want to fly. So it's weird. It's like this love-hate thing, right? Yeah. But I appreciate it. Steve is always looking out, trying to get me to join in with you guys out here.
yeah, you must be like one of the busiest men in the world, especially with the job you're doing as well. Because I don't know about you, but I just could not stand that pressure. I mean, it takes a certain type of quality of person to be able to deal with that kind of pressure. And I've got a huge respect for anybody who's an air traffic controller, particularly in your, where the airspace is so busy. Like, oh wow,
lives are on the
It's
line.
like you're a juggler juggling 30 balls, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, and I shared with Steve. I don't post this stuff in the Flight Sim group or on Discord or whatever, but I shared with Steve in private. I had essentially it was a close call in which I had a departure at a Fort Lauderdale level at 5,000 feet, and there was a VFR aircraft just 2 miles east of the coast southbound, not talking to anyone. He was legally allowed to be there at 5,000 feet. Really right on the standard instrument departure out of Fort Lauderdale. And he was technically under a plane that was at 7,000 feet. So I didn't see his tag. And all of a sudden, I look to my left talking to my coworker. I look right at my screen, and I see 2 planes on top of each other about 2 miles opposite direction. And I see the number that says 5,000. So my immediate instruction was, I think it was United Delta, United 1102, traffic 12 o'clock, 2 miles opposite direction, turn right, heading 090 immediately.
Wow,
they're like, what? I'm like, turn right,
that's amazing.
090 immediately. And so he turns, my heart is racing. I'm like, if you gotta descend, because I don't know if they're gonna get a resolution advisory. They didn't descend, they never saw him, they turned back on course. My heart is racing, my adrenaline was pumping. And I'm like, hey, did you see the traffic? Like, well, I saw an Embraer. I'm like, no, the Embraer was above you. They're like, oh, then no, we didn't see the plane. So nobody saw that. And I was like, holy crap. It was just the craziest moment I've had in a while. And that was about 3-4 weeks ago. And I'm still getting goosebumps just talking about it. So that is a crappy day for me. And I was just like, good Lord. So the airspace is not big enough, I'll tell you that much.
Does the software not warn you about stuff like that?
It does. So because they were 2 miles away, my computer system is different from the TCAS RA that the pods have. So my computer will advise me of an imminent collision. It'll say CACA, like CA, collision alert. Yeah, so that's what we call it. The CACAs are going off, right?
Anything's gone wrong, you hear that.
So if I can find a video, I'll try to find a video and show it to you guys. But it's funny.
Does it eventually become OCACA?
Yeah, right?
In the caca. Do shit.
Marika laughed, but at that moment I can imagine. Jesus.
Yeah, so as it says caca, I am experiencing that same feeling, and I'm like, trying to vector the planes. But for the pilots, what they actually have the TCAS RA, which speaks to the other plane. So it'll tell United to climb, and it'll tell the other plane for the airliners to descend. And they're supposed to listen to that over my instruction. So I could tell United, hey, descend, but the other plane is descending because of their computer, the TCAS RA. They're having a resolution advisory. And so it will separate the planes. And a lot of times that instruction has saved, normally it's going to be a near miss, right? I think most of the time we don't hear a lot of incidents that planes have crashed, but I'll tell you what, it's absolutely frightening when you see that. Whether it was the pilot that made a mistake or whether it was the controller that made a mistake, it is an oh crap moment for real. So, and I've seen a few of those
flying again.
Yes.
Especially when it's clouded and you can't see anything as a pilot, then it must be scary. If you
But
see it
all the
also in
while,
tower,
I
like,
say,
they can't see each other.
when you showed me that recording, you were just so cool as a cucumber the whole time. Like, you just kept your head. I would be like shouting, going, "No, go that way! Just turn, do something!" I would just be terrible. I would panic.
Yeah.
Steve, do you yell at the television the same way?
Yes. I literally.
All Northerners do.
Yeah, it's why I guess I'm in the job I'm in. I would be really bad. I would be very bad at that job. So yeah, massive respect.
I noticed earlier that when we were all talking at once trying to give somebody advice, that Jose's voice would cut through the clutter and he'd be the guy explaining it clearly and carefully and step by step.
Exactly, yeah.
Now,
Experience.
Now it makes
Yeah,
sense.
he's not an
I
idiot.
just want you to know, I always fly with flight following, so you're welcome.
Yeah, and it helps, and our airspace is so busy, it's so saturated. I mean, so we have Tamiami, Miami, Opa-locka, North Perry, Fort Lauderdale International, Fort Lauderdale Exec, Pompano, Boca. Each one of those airports is no further than 7 miles from the next one. In some cases, it's 4 miles. So most of them run east-west, so they have parallels, but it is just a busy airspace, and people love to fly without flight following. And it's obviously, they're allowed to, and just sometimes they like to go right up to the Bravo and just circle, and then descend, go to the next shelf, circle beneath it, and then descend, and they're like, I'm not touching it. So you can't do anything. It's just not wise, but, people like to do it. So.
Yeah, I live under the Bravo shelf in Atlanta, so guilty. I'm definitely the 3,000 under the 3,500 shelf guy.
Right. And it's okay, right? But you might have that controller who's going to run the guy at 4,000 heavy right above you. But, so.
Yeah, I do that here in Indianapolis. I stay below the Class Bravo. I fly out of a small airport just south of Indianapolis, and the shelf. So our pattern altitude is only 800 feet MSL, or AGL, sorry. So normally it's 1,000, right? We can only do 800 because if you break 1,200 feet, you're into Class Bravo.
Correct.
Steve, you're flying that Kodiak flat out again, aren't you?
No,
I just made it back into this thing.
I've slowed down a bit because I realise we are, I'm motoring along here, so I have slowed down a bit. I can slow down more. She is a slippery beast, this thing.
So I got my secret weapon today, time acceleration. That works.
Unlike the other one. Yeah. Next time, if you are in half speed mode, I want you to talk in half speed mode as well next time.
There you go, I just overtook you.
Are you in the Sky Master?
Did you watch the...
yeah, I'm in the Sky Master.
I see you.
Steve, did you watch the Microsoft development press conference that they do,
once a month?
The last one.
What I usually do, I usually
dev meeting, whatever it's called.
Dev Q&A.
Dev Q&A, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bit behind because what I normally do is I have loads of long commutes, so I just stick it on in the car and listen to it. But I haven't had a chance yet. But yeah, I kind of got the gist of it. Obviously, DLSS, which was the exciting thing for us, particularly, which wasn't even part of the brief, I don't think. But yeah, I've still got that to listen to.
They kept mentioning, there's going to be some big surprises, another surprise, and a big surprise, and I just want to know what these surprises are.
I wish I could tell you. I have no idea. No idea.
System update 8 is going to have no bugs.
That's the big one.
They have been talking for quite a while, haven't they? Yeah, Sim Update 8 has always been since about October time last year, the plan for the just basically squashing bugs. So I guess we'll see how that goes. But I don't know, feeling a bit skeptical. Yeah, I'm a bit scared.
Yes. Would it be a safe bet to say that one of these surprises that's going to be when the Top Gun movie comes out? You don't think they're going to add weapons into this, do you? I think that's a safe bet.
Never doubt it.
No, not a company located in Washington.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Okay.
Leave it that for the community.
They
Combat.
would
What's
be
it? Combat
picketing
flight?
outside of Redmond.
DCS.
DCS. There you go. Even better. Skip that. DCS.
Steve's been banned from that anyway, haven't you, Steve?
I have. Yeah. I have, yes. That's it. I'm not allowed to use it anymore.
Get even loaded.
I'm just waiting for the Apache. Oh my God, I want the Apache so bad.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I've been on
for break. Where'd everybody go?
Flying.
Yeah, we're
you
heading.
guys are sitting here because I just appeared above the airport, our final destination already.
We heard you coming and we will hid behind a cloud.
Nah, I'll catch up. I'm just messing
So,
with you.
I think the time zone is such that nobody actually in Australia is on the flight right now, right?
No,
Yeah,
they
about
were. I was
6
flying
in the
this
morning.
morning. It's night. It's night there now.
Yeah, no, I
I'm
was just.
usually up East Coast. I'm up at 4 a.m. for a 4:30 flight, which is I think 7:30 their time. PM.
Okay, because I
So
was.
I fly in the future every day. I fly with those guys.
Okay, I was curious because we're flying over this. We're flying over this park, this Wollemi National Park, and it's very forested. And yeah, I mean the number of trees is incredible, and I just wanted to know if it really looks like that. So I was waiting for someone that was maybe been there.
I've certainly been in a commercial flight over to Sydney from Brisbane, and that's you go over the Blue Mountains, and that looks just like this, really mountainous, all covered in trees.
Yeah, it's really beautiful right now with the weather I have, the mist in the valleys and these rolling valleys and trees.
Yeah,
it is gorgeous.
I've got some photos out of the plane, and you've got lots of the valleys filled with mist. I think they were about 8 in the morning we were flying.
Wow.
Exactly. Yeah, you know,
Weather?
I did not do live weather because it was getting too challenging.
Yeah.
I do
I'm
have.
in it now.
I have Weather Preset Pro setting right now.
I have it also. Which one?
Big and bold. It's my favorite with the big clouds.
Yep.
Oh, the big and bold is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, that Floyd's Epic Clown.
Which
It's
one?
really grown on me. Really grown on me.
Yeah, I'm going to give that a go actually to see if I change my mind on it. It's not
Steve,
like I didn't like them, it's
remember
just-
Steve, preset 6. Okay,
Preset 6.
preset 6.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
have
agree.
a go at that one.
I will. I'll send
I
it out.
agree. Preset 6 is the one to go with Floyd.
In fact, I'll use it
Well,
in a
I mean,
video.
it's down to your liking, really. I mean, number 4 I quite liked, but then I've moved to number 6. The others I've not really. A lot of them are quite rainy but amazing. He's done a really good job. But number 6 seems to be a good all-rounder.
Has he particularly fixed the pixelation issue? Is that something that he's looked at all? Because that's the only thing that annoys me about these clouds, the sort of pixelation. You don't always see it. It depends on the environment and sort of different factors. But
I
can't
see
answer
it.
that
I've
question,
got mine
Steve.
on
I wouldn't
ultra, and
have
I
a clue.
still see it on the edges.
I thought that was a sim issue, wasn't it, or not?
It probably is actually. It's probably more of a sort of shader problem than anything else. I don't know how much he actually changes the clouds. Is it more sort of just slight changes in the actual same code? It's not like he's putting his own
give it a
clouds.
go. Do a VR video on it, Steve, because with your system it should look amazing.
Yeah, it certainly will. I'll definitely give it a try. Oh, someone just passed me in a turbo arrow, like I was standing still.
That was me. All of a sudden.
Wow. I love that T-tail design. It's just gorgeous.
I've been flying with gamer tags off because there's so many of us that I've been able to
Yeah.
just fly with people, but now suddenly I'm all alone. What is going on?
I know where you guys go. I just bound in and I was on the final destination airport already, which is not correct. So I'm just hanging around the Sydney at the moment.
So at the moment, I know we've got 3 people with arrows flying today. I know that Uva has and David. Is there anybody else flying with Aeros at the moment, or mainly G2s or Quests? I'm quite intrigued, or even Pimaxes.
G2s, yeah.
G2, yeah.
Steve, one question about the Aero I was wondering about. Do you find that it causes a lot less shimmering than the G2? Like shimmering scenery?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
It's actually quite a shock. I was quite shocked the other day, because when I was using the NIS scaler, that does induce quite a bit of shimmering, unless you obviously get your settings dialed in. And I was quite surprised how much shimmer I did see going back to it, actually, until you kind of like, you know, there's a few things you can change, yeah. So, I don't know about you guys, David or Uwe, but yeah, shimmering doesn't seem to be so much a problem.
Nope, no problem at all. Crystal clear.
Yeah.
It's the number one problem I have in the G2. It's just so annoying.
There isn't any shimmering.
So on the NIS scaler thing, I never used the original. Just about the time I was going to get it, I realized he was about ready to release the update, the OpenXR toolkit. And so when I went to that, I picked FSR instead of NIS because I'd heard that the shimmering could be less. So I'm using FSR with quite a bit of sharpening, and I think it looks good. I don't have what I call shimmering.
Yeah, I'm using that too, but it still shimmers an unacceptable amount. And it's the annoying thing is it was a lot better before Sim Update 5, and that's when they really brought on the shimmering, and it's super annoying still.
What's weird is
Did you turn off sharpening in the user config?
Yep, I've tried everything ever.
Nice formation flying there, the Otter. Unless that's Aerosoft trying to tell me off for what I've just said. Bullying me, go away.
Listen to the sound.
Steve was joking about everybody getting together somewhere and having a bunch of headsets, but it would be really interesting to do that because I'm in a G2. I can't see anything that I would call shimmering.
No, me too.
So it would be interesting to have two people that have different opinions in the same sim, sit side by side,
that would be a great
and
test.
pass the headset back and forth and go, oh, I see what you're talking about now, or, you know, whatever.
And then we'll finally realise that stuttering, the stuttering effect's all in the brain.
But I have no problem at all. Like there's no shimmering whatsoever. Everything's fine. You just have to drink less alcohol.
Yes. That's an enhancer.
I'm trying to think. This is probably the most I've ever had on the flight because it seems like we've got tons of people today. Amazing.
A bunch. You know what's amazing? Yeah. It's like you must have a sense of power, Steve, because just yesterday you went, I'm thinking about a flight. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a flight in Australia. And then next thing you know, there's 30 people or whatever there is in this flight with you.
It's quite strange, really. I mean, I'm terrible. I should really organise these things better, but I'm quite spontaneous, and I'll just kind of go, oh, I tell you what, let's all go flying today. You know,
well, it works.
Yeah,
it works.
I didn't expect anyone to be here, to be honest. So yeah, absolutely, that's just brilliant. It just takes me back.
In advance, you make the servers crash.
Hopefully not. Oh, actually, talking of crashes, we've passed that point now, haven't we?
Don't jinx it.
Yeah. We shouldn't say anything.
Skip past it, I guess. I'm just circling around.
You're all flying so fast.
I've slowed down to 150 knots to try and...
Lost my connection there for a couple of minutes.
I wonder how long it'll be, but you can fly with the budgie sitting next to you, so they're in the seat next to you. In VR.
Yeah, that would be sweet. Yeah.
Oh,
That'd be so good.
What's it called?
Your control.
Shared cockpit.
Somebody there, don't you?
Yeah, the Kodiak holds enough seats to hold a lot of people, so no problem.
Yeah, we could all just be in one aircraft, really.
I want Sparky as my co-pilot.
And the Kodiak can carry a lot of beer.
Yeah.
So the share cockpit, is that something that works with this sim, and how? How do you do it?
At the moment, it's still a bit of a hack, isn't it?
It is a hack. Yeah.
Wow, look at that
Well, it should be like everybody has their own sim PC, yeah, and then they just log in, and we're all sitting in one physical plane virtually.
You see the way the
You basically have two versions of FS that spawn two aircraft on the same location, something like that.
Would you be captaining it though, Sven? That's what worries me.
Me or Steve?
It's a single trips tickets.
Yes. One-way ticket.
Sven will be captain even in the back seat.
You're looking at your you're looking at your itinerary and you're like, well, first of all, it's one way, and second of all, there's no destination airport.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry.
Look,
We are
I
cheaper
think
than
I fly over
Ryanair.
to there now.
I'll tell you what, Steve, that'll be a video worth doing on your channel. Forget
a
shared
funny
cockpit.
video.
How about shared fuselage?
That would be
Flying
hilarious.
with Sparky.
Shared VR headset.
Being
We
able
had that
to
conversation on sim hangers last a couple of weeks back, didn't we? So we should all be in different positions on the B-17.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
That'd be brilliant.
fantastic.
That would be nice, yeah.
I am a little bit worried that Airplane Heaven are making a Lancaster at the moment.
Yeah. I want to see it, but I don't want to hear it.
I am concerned.
Too soon, too soon.
No sound.
Also true.
I'm just going to
I'm
actually.
sure I
I'm going to.
considered a change of name to Aeroplane Hell.
Ouch.
Tough crowd.
Oh, you're like, guys are landing already?
Landing where?
No, I'm just.
Not yet.
I'm getting lower and lower just to enjoy. I mean, this river, the way it's snaking around, is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
We haven't got to Mooney Bridge yet, Sven.
Oh, yeah. I said VR pilot or the VR flight thing, spawn there, and then I spawned on the final destination airport.
That
Sim
is
is
weird.
acting weird.
Well, come meet us. Go north.
Yeah. I am. I see a lot of little flashy lights in the horizon, so that must be you guys.
I just remember the Kodiak had an autopilot.
Steve, have you taken a look outside your external view?
Hang on, I'm too busy looking at this. Oh wow!
Jumbo jet going past.
We're doing a better view. We're doing a better job of flying formation than we did on Sim Hangers one on the
Gotta
Spitfire
say,
flight.
yeah, very impressive. We've got the Otter here. You've been there for the past 10 minutes, holding station, which is very good. You're better pilots than I am, I'll tell you that. And this Baron,
The thing is, I'm just
watching.
watching. I'm watching everyone move. It's so smooth and fluid. That's what I mean about the server connection. It's so much better now.
Which aircraft are you flying at the moment? Are you
TBM9?
TBM 900? Are you
Is
directly behind me?
Is everyone in Discord?
Yep.
Are they all VR?
Fantastic.
Is everyone in VR flying right now in Discord? Because I counted 48.
Not everybody.
Well, I'm
Okay.
in
Oh,
VR.
okay.
Are there 48 people at channel 1?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
What? Yeah, they were.
Wow.
Last time I counted, that was about a half hour ago. There were 48.
Yeah, I'm sure they're
Yes.
all in the flight. Yeah.
That's a new record, Steve.
That's pretty cool. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. We'll do this more often. I absolutely love doing this. This is the best bit about everything I do, really. It's great. Absolutely great. Just look at all those planes everywhere. It's amazing.
Is it only me, but the update of the other planes is perfect, but all the propellers are standing still?
That's still an issue.
normal.
That's still an issue.
I'm not getting.
It's not
I am,
consistent.
actually. I've just said that.
It's not consistent for me.
Yeah.
A lot of the jets have their gear down.
Yeah, they definitely have some bugs with multiplayer, and I look forward to them fixing those things.
Yeah.
I was doing a little test with my mate today. We were both in the F-18, the default one that came with the sim, and we were both on the runway together. And we were doing a little aileron twist and rudder twist, and everything was moving really smooth. Flaps down, all that moved nicely. Obviously, when you pull away and you get a bit of distance between you, then it starts to become a bit generic, you know?
Sure. That's cool.
But the activity is a lot better than it was.
Have they fixed the guy's leg hanging out of the Cessna 172 yet? I've never noticed.
Poor guy was stretching.
I don't fly a Cessna.
Is he okay?
Is he okay? We don't know.
That's a bug, with a specific pilot avatar that you choose.
Long-legged guy.
So we should be just getting to the next point of interest here. The bridge here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, don't go
under this
underneath it.
bridge.
Don't fly under it.
We can't
It doesn't
fly
work.
under it.
Nope, you cannot.
Oh, that's the one you.
Don't ask me
Yeah.
why I don't.
Well, that's
Sounds
I
like a
know.
challenge.
Is that a quarry down there, or is that a big swimming pool? I can't see it. It's something.
Mooney Creek.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think it is. It's a quarry and possibly a swimming pool. No, obviously
I
no
like the
rainwater
colour.
there. Wow,
That
that's
bridge, you've got to
gorgeous.
be able to go under it. I'm going to
I better
try it.
fly under that. Come on.
Apparently, it's
Can I fly under that?
he will crash if you go under it.
Bring in
Yeah.
the rescue
Guys,
helicopters.
I don't
guys,
want
I
to
don't
die.
believe a word.
Right, who's going?
wow.
I'm watching. I'm recording
I'm
it.
gonna
Who's
go for
going?
Yeah, I'm going
go
past
for
it
it.
now.
I'll go. I'll crash. I'll go.
Here we go then.
Right. If he crashes, don't take it.
I didn't crash. I didn't feel anything. Nothing.
Can anyone explain to me why does it do that? The sim that's always confused me.
Well,
Why
it's-
does
Go
it
on,
flash
David.
me
Here we go.
It's the physics model versus the visual model.
Yeah. And if you
I
see
didn't feel
cars,
anything.
You've made it, David.
Line-
David made
Fly
it.
under that thing, you guys. It doesn't make a noise at all, like you hit anything.
No,
You made
but
it, well
sometimes it works. Like the big bridge at Sydney itself. Depends on where you fly underneath it. It goes, and another place it doesn't. Also, the ones on New York, some of them they work, and some of them they don't. So it's. But if you see cars driving on the waterline underneath the bridge, don't try it. You definitely crash.
I saw them.
Serious pilot's
I
gonna
think
try
there's a
this.
sweet spot that's invisible that you have to just find it and hope you get through
Here
it.
I go.
Here's pilot.
I made it through.
Nice.
Yeah, you
I
did.
see you down there, Cirrus.
Did you hear any like clunky sounds?
I heard nothing except the
Yeah.
wind as I went under the bridge.
Sweet spot.
Have you got both wings still on the plane?
I was like the road goes underneath, but yeah, it's like the span is probably like non-existent because the road goes underneath.
I
The
see you
cars
guys.
just
I'm on
appear
your
and
right
then drop
side.
down the hill.
That
I'm
was
at 3
fun.
o'clock.
Yeah, go under this one, guys. I think it's safe.
Yeah, it is.
You want to make the group smaller.
Someone's in a jumbo jet.
I'm lying. I just want to see y'all crash.
Right, I
It's
got
quite a
Dave behind
sight.
you.
It is a sight.
I'm right behind you, Steve.
Oh,
Finally
Steve,
caught
I know
up.
Steve, I know your channel's predominantly about VR headsets and stuff, and you don't necessarily showcase aircraft that often. But have you tried the glider, the Discus?
I
2C?
have, yeah, it's wonderful. I've
It's
been
a
meaning
great
to,
little freeware.
It is. I've been meaning to show on the channel. I mean, I've got some nice aircraft I'm going to show on the channel in the next
Excuse
month
me.
or so.
Excuse me. Which runway are you used to land?
Which
We're
one?
not landing.
At the final destination airport or?
Yes.
Well, it depends really on the weather.
I vote the straight one.
Ooh, nice formation.
All
of them.
Bankstown's the destination, right?
We're not at the destination.
I'm not sure yet.
we're
I'll
not,
let you
but
know when we
we're-
get further
we're-
down that way. But it depends on the weather really. But I'm just using sort of a preset weather.
Are we going to Melbourne at all?
No.
Not on this one. No.
That's
unfortunately
away
not.
from. Yeah, that'll be a few hours.
When I was doing this flight,
My daughter lives there and teaches at the university there.
I was really struggling with the flight plan on this one because there's so many areas I wanted to cover, but unless you're like in the Just Flight Hawk or like an F-18, you're just not going to be able to cover it. So we'll probably do another one actually, just like a part 2. Should be quite cool.
I'm shining my landing lights on your ass.
Where are you? I can't see you.
I'm right behind you.
We need to do the
Behind the moon.
Sundays or the barrier
That's
reef.
right. Are you in the Kodiak now, Sven?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Oh, I thought you were in the Sky Master. Mind you, you crashed. Did you change?
No, yeah, that's why I crashed.
Yeah,
All right.
Sven gets lots of chances to change planes.
Yeah, I've all the planes.
How do you go about loading up where everyone was when you crash?
You go on the road map, you see the people, and then you just click on one of the people and say depart from there.
Oh, I
And
need to see the
normally you
people.
spawn
Gotcha.
directly on top of it, but I appear at the destination airport.
So
Yeah,
I had that bug recently. It wasn't working properly for spawning in. It just put me on some random airport, or the destination airport. That was weird.
Oh.
So, Steve, I really have enjoyed the flight plan. So I end up flying out of Sydney all the time because when I go into the sim, I like to pick live weather, live time, and just invariably in my evening, it's daylight in Australia, and
Yes.
so I'm always flying out of Sydney, but I never really go anywhere. I just fly around the town, and so there's all this stuff that I haven't seen before. So it's been great.
Oh,
really
that's
appreciate
great to
it.
know. That's great to know because I must admit I was struggling with this flight plan. I could have made it another hour easily, but I kind of was
Sure.
in two minds. But I think I'll just do like part 1 and part 2. But yeah, it is.
I
it's
would
just a
really-
region.
Yes,
Who was the guy who was talking about flying out of Sydney all the time? What's your
Me,
tag?
Unk Monkey.
Unk Monkey. Well, if you ever want to get together and do something in Australia, just get a hold of Cirrus Pilot, and
Okay.
I'd be happy to do that. It's one of that and New Zealand are my two favorite places.
Oh, cool. All right, I'll remember that name. I can remember that. No, yeah, I just get on in the evenings with no plan, and I always just pick live and go wherever it's daylight.
Yeah, that's why I fly in Hawaii a lot.
Yeah.
It's
That's
funny.
I love live weather.
I don't know how you guys
Yeah.
fly in this sim, but I know me and my friend Dave, who's in this group somewhere, we often do like tours and just do like we'll just tour in a region or maybe do a world tour, or at the moment I'm doing a Euro tour, and it's great, and then kind of pick up from where you last left off kind of thing. So you'll just land, and then the next flight you just crack on.
Do you
So
do
the
it in
shadows.
same plane, or-
That's me.
I'm impressed how far out the
Not yet, Sven.
skyscrapers for Sydney started to pop in.
Okay.
I know, I noticed that.
Air, Airsheep 76, you on the radio here? He's not. I was gonna tell Airsheep to Fox 2 that crazy Kodiak. He's flying the F-18 right next to you. Do you see him?
Oh,
I can see
Yeah, I
it.
saw
Wow,
him earlier.
Yeah, I'm between you guys.
that's an amazing sight. That, especially in VR, that's just amazing.
Yeah, shadow time. Ah.
Oh yes, I was outside then. Try and do it again. Do it again. See if I can see your shadow from the cockpit.
Yeah, is he?
Airsheep, hello.
Whoa, no Sparky moves.
I'm gonna go formation with F-18.
Oh wow.
And yet the F-18 for me is a 787.
Oh, so I'm probably
Wait a minute.
inside him right now.
but the F-18,
787.
the F-18 is in the. It's
in the
included
sim.
in the sim, so it should show up for you.
I know,
Unless he
everybody else
hasn't downloaded
does.
it.
Yeah, no, I've got it.
Nice
you know
wing,
what it might be?
wing waggle there, very nice.
Beautiful formation.
It might be a specific livery that he has. If
Yeah.
you don't have the exact livery, it'll show one. It should show at least a generic model. Unfortunately,
right,
it doesn't.
Right.
Yeah, I
see the-
agree. It's a bit crap just because you haven't got delivery. It shows an airliner instead. That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's what I
Airsheep,
get
are
for
you
flying under
struggling?
the bridge.
Are you struggling at sort of 150 knots, or how's it feel? Because I know you got a bit of an alpha. You've got like a bit of an alpha. What do you call it? When you do a slow pass.
Everyone disappeared.
Disappeared.
everyone's-
Disappeared.
Oh no!
Oh.
It's gone!
Alright, nobody turn.
Everyone's
Water
gone.
service turn.
Just go.
Oh,
Listen, Zero? Maintain VFR.
So,
Maintain
yeah.
VFR.
All of a sudden, I was crashing into a house on the ground.
We've just crossed the server border.
Is that it?
maybe that's what it is.
Or
Maybe
not. Narnia.
It's the Bermuda Triangle.
Should we try changing to
Yeah.
North Europe again? You want to try doing that?
No, we'll
Maybe we should
Just
wait
use
30
that button.
seconds.
Uncloak. There you guys are. You appeared again.
Oh, you're back again. Okay.
Coming back.
People are showing up again.
Give it a
Pop
little
in.
bit. There you go.
Yeah, I
Have
called
you
Bill
decided-
Gates.
Man, we handled that crisis pretty well, I'd say.
It was a glitch in the
You didn't tell me
Matrix.
Sydney was a domed city.
Aviate, navigate, communicate.
That's the
So,
part where
I'll
we
tell you
need
guys
we need
something.
Drew. We need Drew from Belgio to go Sobo like he does. I don't know what he says.
So what airport are we heading for?
Well, I'm going to fly over the Sydney Opera House, maybe do a couple of laps of the city, and then
Take a
probably
look.
head in.
I need to change the sunlight. It's too washed out.
Is this Final Destination, Steve? Is it?
I think it is
Yep.
already. Yeah, it's gone very fast.
Yes.
It is for Sparky.
Yeah.
That's good for me. It's 7:30. I've not even started dinner yet. You guys?
Haven't you?
What have you
Oh,
done
wow.
to me?
Yeah, I kind of had it quickly beforehand. It was. I wasn't sure. Is 6 o'clock a good time, or is it a bit awkward? You know,
Well,
it's
great for me.
Looks is fine.
6 o'clock's good
Dinner
for
arrived,
Europe.
so I had to send it away.
Yeah, it's always a tricky one to get it right, but
It's,
You've got
it's
an
hard,
international
of course.
fan base, Steve. Remember, so it's time zones all over the place.
it's a tricky one.
Yeah. The 3 o'clock is a little
Over
early.
an hour here.
Steve, I was gonna say I really appreciate you keeping these to the hour and a half, 2 hour time frame. I love group flights, but some of them, no joke, will be 4 hours later and they're still going.
Yeah, that's too much. Yeah.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, for me, an hour and a half flight, and by the time you've landed and had a chat and all that, it's at least probably 2 hours. That's tops, I think. I think
Yeah,
that's a nice amount of time.
exactly.
Otherwise, it gets a bit
Do it
much.
again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll do. I'll keep
Straight
it to
through the
that.
building, Steve.
What's that, David?
Wow.
I said straight through the building because you know you can.
Not all of them.
Yeah, not all of them. Yeah, it's Russian
Don't
roulette.
ask me why.
So the
How
photo,
do you know, Sven? How do you know?
the photogrammetry is pretty decent at Sydney. Not too bad.
It is.
Guys, quick pop quiz. That splash screen on the loading screen of Microsoft Flight Simulator, the one with the Qantas aircraft with 3 engines, an extra engine. Where is that?
I'm not sure which one you mean.
Was it like a?
It's obviously some sort of. Well, it looks like some sort of museum or
look at
something.
this.
It's the Qantas test long range.
Orbis flying on.
Yeah, it's got like 3 engines underneath one wing, like
Yeah,
2
but
next to
screens
each
can
other.
handle
It's on
them.
the splash screen on the loading screen.
The fucker one, the new one.
Wow.
Well,
Nice.
part of the
Yeah.
update.
Yeah, you have to buy it. It's like $15 or something.
No. When you're loading the sim, there's a Qantas Boeing 747, I think, but it's got 3 engines underneath one screen, under one wing.
Hey, the bridge isn't right.
I haven't looked at the splash screen. I'll have
I
to.
think you've stumped
Yeah,
him
I
on that.
noticed
I'm not sure.
This isn't the photogrammetized Sydney.
I'm off under the bridge. Here we go.
Disappeared again. Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it.
What's wrong
Let's go
with the
for it.
bridge?
It doesn't have the arches on it.
Yeah, sometimes the flags are below it or on the car side. Something is freaking there.
No, it just looks like a flat bridge to me.
Not
500.
You need to go to the marketplace and.
Oh, I hit the water.
Oh no!
It pushed me down.
Pull up. I went through it without any issue.
That was impressive.
Well, the
We all
bridge
went.
looks-
That was cool. It should be some sort of splash or spray there from
Yeah.
the. That would be amazing.
The bridge
You
looks
actually
fine
can
to
get
me.
spray, at least in the Freedom Fox, if you drag a wheel.
Oh, nice.
I won't ask how you know that. That's very impressive, actually.
Oh, it's a lot of fun in VR. You can just kind of poke your head out the side and see how far you are from the water and just dip a wheel in.
Very fun.
What would cause
Hey,
it
what
not
would-
to show up the photogrammetry? Because
what's
this
this little
is a
runway?
very generic-looking downtown to me, and the bridge isn't.
You
there.
might
This bridge I didn't try yet.
you might go into your settings and turn the photogrammetry off and on again, just to
okay.
see.
Try
I'm gonna
that.
give that a try right now because I have.
And also
actual
clear the
satellite
cache.
water. I have satellite water textures. I don't have any buildings.
Really,
need-
still?
you're
That's
just-
strange, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something's
You always
not
have to
loaded.
delete rollback cache, even though you don't use it. You always have to hit it.
Thank
Or
you.
turn it off.
I'm gonna do it all right now.
If you
gonna
have a
come in,
fast enough system, you can turn off the cache.
Yeah, mine is off, but I still hit it to clear it sometimes.
Delete the rolling.
Hey, Jose, am I clear for the low approach?
Clear for
Yeah.
the low approach.
My
Give it a
bridge is
302 on.
My bridge is just
There's
flat
a two
also.
for two
I have a target on Unk Monkey's back.
It would be interesting, wouldn't it, if like Jose lands first and then directs us all in? That would be quite fun.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
we'll
which runway we have to take?
We didn't listen to him, but okay.
I'll be like, I don't understand any of that jargon, but yeah, I'm just coming in.
I want to make sure there's no kangaroos on the
Yeah.
runway. Don't worry, guys.
Clear to land, you mean? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that would be
Sven.
funny for him to address each of us, and we're each supposed to respond properly.
That would be quite a cool thing to do, I think.
Yeah,
maybe one day.
we'll do it. I don't know what any of that meant. Could you say it again in smaller words or something? Smaller words.
It would probably take another 2 hours of the flight to get us all down. So probably not a good idea.
Yeah, so
Probably run out of fuel.
Oh, you mean the long one from the water side? Thank you.
Here's the small word.
Yeah.
I have a number for you to call.
Has everybody seen the Air China video with the,
that's
with
hilarious.
the controllers?
No. Yeah.
haven't
Oh
seen that.
my God!
Post it on the Discord if you're on the Discord, that'd be cool.
That is
How
the
high is
funniest.
this runway? My goodness, 1,500 feet or 50,000 feet?
It's
Yeah,
huge.
it's a big long one here.
Wonder how many times I could land, take off again in the Kodiak.
It's a good test.
So are you landing at Sydney, the main airport?
Yeah,
Yep.
roger that. I'm just.
Yeah.
doing
We
it
are
very
down.
fast.
We are down.
This
Oh.
auto can really follow very good with the Kodiak. It's amazing.
It's actually been a
David
while since I've flown the
Landry
Kodiak. It's probably been about 2 or 3 weeks since I've flown it.
Yeah, me too.
Just pulling onto
Wow.
the apron.
I wish I was recording it because I have a nice formation view.
Bit of a tight turn here.
Whoa.
Onto finals.
Banking left.
It's going to be hilarious for the online players actually in Sydney at the moment, seeing all these people come.
There's quite a few.
Full flaps, full flaps. So 140 knots and full flaps and going down.
There's a few Spitfires here.
Sun Oil, exit the runway left immediately.
What runway are you guys using?
Runway 16 right.
16 right.
Oh,
No,
16
didn't
right.
help.
Whoa,
34.
wrong place.
I just made a chandelle down to 30-40 to stay out of the way.
Okay,
There you go.
Steve,
What's
you
a
take the left
Chandelle?
lane, I take the right lane, Steve.
Yeah, I'm just. Yeah, nice.
It was all of them.
I'm just holding off.
Bounce, damn it.
I'm holding off a bit because it's so long, this runway. I'm kind of just waiting till it stalls out the sky, basically. Here we go.
The Metar is 150 at 17 knots, so good runway.
Nice.
Wow.
I tell you what, I don't know about you guys, but the honeycomb yoke, it's really eased off now. The when I first got it, it was real stiff, but it's nice now. It feels good.
I
love it.
removed one of the bungees inside it.
That's what
Sounds
she
like
said.
my right hip.
Somebody else
Oh, good one.
Kind of fell into that one a bit, really, didn't I?
Sorry, Steve.
That's also what she said.
This is not listening.
Low hanging fruit.
That's just an age thing.
Where are we going to park, guys?
It's such a small one.
Where should we all park so we get a group flight, a group photo?
I came off 16 to the right.
Okie dokie.
Wait to see it yelling something, but I don't know what it is.
16 what?
Let's see how a power off 180
Slow
goes in the
down.
Kodiak.
Easy peasy.
I wonder if there's something wrong with the photogrammetry, because my bridge was still flat. I turned it off, turned it back on.
Me too.
Didn't change.
Nope.
The bridge
So
is
question, how is your water?
It's a 3D object though, isn't it? It's not photogrammetry, the actual bridge itself, I don't think.
Right, it's a 3D model.
I wonder if I didn't get the update or something.
Did anybody have
sorry,
issues
guys, that's my
with
dogs.
the actual water? Does it look like satellite images, or does it look like the proper model water?
Looks like
Proper
water to me.
Yeah. Proper model water, yeah.
So I see satellite image over all the water, and it's kind of cool because you see a lot of boats, but it's also flat, no reflection, no animation. And then the airport has buildings, nothing else has buildings. So I'm gonna have to look into that.
I have a payware of this airport.
I can tell you're
installed.
floating above us. We're looking at you on your
Oh,
high horse
really?
over there.
Yeah, that's the payware one.
Well, my first landing was on the 1,000 footers.
Oh, look at it's all
Wow.
coming in. It's like an invasion. I
lovely.
love it.
Yeah. Sydney's ours.
all the heavies at the gates would be like, what the hell's just happened?
What the hell's going on?
Yeah. We couldn't even talk to the tower.
Own you! They're all trying to be serious and now do a procedural
Yes.
departure, and of course we're in the way.
They've probably been there for the past hour and a half just going through the checklist, you know.
So
Trying to find
if I
the
open my
APUs.
door, all the
Yes.
doors will open for all the other planes.
Do it.
I'm just watching your live stream now, Steve, because I've quit out the sim now.
Is it looking
but,
alright?
seeing
I
everyone.
haven't really checked it.
Yeah,
to be
it's looking
honest.
it's looking really good. It's looking really
that's
good.
That is good.
Where's everybody
you
congregating
disappeared.
here?
Oh, hang
I
on.
think I
It's
see.
Just,
Don't want to scratch
oh,
my
I've
Yeah, the
just
stream looks
crashed.
great. Actually,
my Sim's
took a
just
break and
crashed.
stepped outside.
Ah, you disappeared.
Right,
Hey,
anyway,
who's
what I'll do
floating
is,
everyone?
well, at least it's crashed now. I'm going to say goodbye to everyone on YouTube first. Thank you so much for watching, guys. The stream's just ended, so I'm going to say bye now, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheers. Take care.
Bye. Thank you for this again.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Thanks, Steve.
I'm still here. I just
Steve.
thought I'd say goodbye to YouTube.